well earned, fighting and winning for our nation and its people. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment is visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero. Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
65 or older? This is for you. As we age, our immune system might need some support to stay strong. So talk to your doctor about an additional COVID-19 vaccine dose to stay healthy and protected.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming on KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. My name is Rory Rossell on this Tuesday, July 29th. Well, a deadly shooting rocked Midtown Manhattan Monday evening after a gunman opened fire on a 44-story skyscraper, killing 4 people before taking his own life. The shooter reportedly lived in Las Vegas. News 25 has the details. A gunman opened fire on a 44-story skyscraper in Midtown Manhattan on Monday evening, leaving 5 people dead and injuring 6 others before taking his own life. Authorities identified the suspect as 27-year-old Shane Tamura of Las Vegas. Investigators say he entered the building, which houses headquarters of Blackstone and the NFL, around 6:30 p.m., armed with a rifle and began shooting during the busy evening rush hour.
What happened next is under an active investigation and details are still coming in, but here's what we know so far. Surveillance video shows a male exit a double-parked black BMW on Park Avenue between 51st and 52nd Streets, carrying an M4 rifle in his right hand. He walks towards the building's entrance. That individual was seen exiting the BMW alone. The building's security camera footage shows the shooter enter the lobby, turn right, and immediately open fire on an NYPD officer. He then shoots a woman who took cover behind a pillar and proceeds through the lobby, spraying it with gunfire. He makes his way to the elevator bank, where he shoots a security guard who was taking cover behind the security desk. One additional male is shot in the lobby, per his own statement from the hospital. The shooter then calls the elevator, which opens in the lobby. A female exits that elevator, and he allows her to walk past him unharmed. He goes up to the 33rd floor, which is route and management, and begins to walk the floor, firing rounds as he traveled. 1 person was struck and killed on that floor. He then proceeds down a hallway and shoots himself in the chest. Additionally, there are 4 other victims being treated for minor injuries sustained in their attempts to flee the scene. Victims' names are being withheld at this time, pending family notification. But today, 4 innocent victims are dead. Among them is NYPD police officer Didarul Islam, 36 years old, 4 years on the job. Officer Islam was married with 2 young boys. His wife is pregnant with their 3rd child. He's assigned to the 4-7 precinct in the Bronx. He was doing the job that we asked him to do. He put himself in harm's way. He made the ultimate sacrifice, shot in cold blood, wearing a uniform that stood for the promise that he made to this city. He died as he lived, a hero. I want to extend my profound sympathies to all of the victims and their families, and to the brave NYPD cops who today lost a brother.
Authorities say Tamura traveled from Las Vegas through Colorado and arrived in New York City on Monday afternoon. This is currently a developing story. Now let's take a look at what's going on in the world of sports with our News 25 sports reporter, Mikey Ruhan. Take it away, Mikey.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Las Vegas Aviators welcome their in-state rivals, the Reno Aces, this evening. First pitch, 7:05. The Las Vegas Aces play the Spark in Los Angeles this evening at 7 p.m. Christian Wilkins, a 29-year-old who has played for the NFL since 2019, was released by the Las Vegas Raiders on Thursday after kissing a fellow player on the head. As reported by ESPN's Adam Scheffler, the teammate in question was offended by the kiss and filed a complaint with the Raiders' Human Resources Department. The report explains that the kiss happened inside of a meeting room for the Raiders team and was reportedly playful. Sources tell Schefter. Nonetheless, a subsequent investigation led to Wilkins' firing. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Over the weekend, families gathered at Pahrump Valley High School for the 2025 Back to School Fair, where students received free backpacks, school supplies, car seats, and sports physicals as a part of the annual community event.
So today we are at our back to school event. This event helps provide students with backpacks and any school supplies that you could think of to get them ready to start the year out strong. We also provide physicals for sports, and I believe that they're getting information for immunization clinics because we don't have one here today, but we do have sports physicals and other medical available for students. They get any item you could think of, from pencils to notebooks, a free backpack to put everything in. So compared to last year, this is a wonderful turnout. We had parents lined up at 6 in the morning. It looks like the line is wrapped around the building. Right now, we have a really big turnout, which makes my heart happy. Our goal was to provide 900 students with backpacks and supplies, and it looks like we're going to make that number. So to put this event together, it takes a lot of manpower. I work in collaboration with the NIE Coalition. They have a few people on their staff plus volunteers that meet. There was a committee of about 8 of us who planned for the last, I think, 4 months getting the event together. And then obviously we reach out to the community, ask for donations of all of the supplies. Local vendors like Walmart, Valley Electric also provided some funds so that we can ensure to meet the quota of the 900 backpacks. The event is scheduled from 8 a.m. to 11, but we will be here until all students that are in line receive their backpack and all of their supplies. And our goal is that there are no supplies left, because we want to make sure that kids have everything they need to start the year out strong. I just think that this is a great opportunity to see how our community comes together to ensure that our students are prepared for school. We have the other assistant superintendent is here with me helping. We have volunteers from the board of directors from the NIE Coalition. We have staff members, community members. We also have people from Las Vegas here. So it's just a great show of how supportive we are with our town and our students.
And we'll have more news on the other side of this break.
In a wreck, need a check.
In a wreck,
need a check.
In a wreck, need a check.
Hurt in a wreck and need a check? We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Struggling with opioid or alcohol use in rural Nevada? West Care Nevada is here to help. Our rural opioid and alcohol recovery program, called ROAR, offers medication-assisted treatment and support services to help you take back control. Since 1973, we've helped people build healthier, brighter futures. Call 775-751-6990. Take the first step today.
Got bills? Need some pay? Then come be a cowboy trucker at Ponderosa Dairies in Amargosa Valley. They're currently seeking experienced CDL drivers to haul hay, grain, and milk, while earning up to $2,000 a week. This isn't a job, it's a career. Whether you hit the open road or drive around Nevada's biggest dairy, they offer a great wage, benefits, and 401k retirement package. If you have what it takes to be a good hand, isn't it time you ride for the brand? The beautiful Ponderosa Dairies are currently hiring qualified CDL drivers who have doubles and tankers endorsements, as well as the ability to drive a standard transmission. If this is you, call Ed now, 702-682-3339. Once again, 702-682-3339. Send an email with your information to ap@ponderosadairy.com. Join the family at Ponderosa Dairy.
When it comes to your safety and security, Pahrump Lock and Safe comes to mind. Pahrump Lock and Safe has been providing security and peace of mind throughout southern Nevada. Of course, you know about their 24/7 emergency service, but there's more. Pahrump Lock and Safe offers safe opening and repair, high security safe service, electronic locks, high security locks, access control systems, and much more services. Call 702-379-8441. Pahrump Lock and Safe, your key to security.
Hey Pahrump, if your loved one is in jail or has a warrant for their arrest, it can be scary. But rest assured, Matt Sadler, your friendly local bail bondsman, is available 24/7 to help. If you need to get them out of jail fast, A-Hope Bail Bonds will find the solution. They're always looking to say yes when others make it tough. Call Matt Sadler today at 775-442-2245 to get things started right now over the phone. Also make sure to check out his local podcast at thenevadapatriot.com. And God bless.
Hurt in a wreck? The insurance company is going to offer you a little check. We turn low offers into big checks. Hurt in a wreck? You need a real check? Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
And welcome back to News 25. Well, Valley Electric's Fill the Bucket Truck Drive was full in swing last Saturday. The event rallied the community together to make local students start the school year fully stocked and ready to learn.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Last Saturday, Valley Electric Association hosted its Fill the Bucket Truck Back to School supply drive, making a significant impact on local students. Events were held at Pahrump Walmart, Smith's, and Albertsons. The Nye County School District Transportation Department brought by a school bus so that new students could take a peek inside to see the new bus that they would be riding. The new school buses are now all equipped with seatbelts. VEA employees, ambassadors, and volunteers diligently collected school supplies for schools within Valley Electric's service territory. The community's generosity was overwhelming, resulting in over 10 buckets filled with essential supplies like pencils, crayons, backpacks, headphones, notebooks, and more. In addition, the drive raised more than $1,400 to further support students. All collected supplies were brought to the Valley Conference Center, where they were meticulously sorted and delivered to area schools. Valley Electric also extended its support, contributing to Nye Communities Coalition's Back to School Fair held at Pahrump Valley High School over the weekend. This event provided students with vital school supplies, complimentary sports exams, child car seats, and much more. Valley Electric extends a heartfelt thank you to everyone who participated and contributed to these successful initiatives, directly benefiting students in our communities.
With only 9 weeks until Pahrump's highly anticipated Fall Festival, officials are warning the public to stay alert for scams that may be tied to the event. Let's take a look at the details.
With only under 9 weeks until Pahrump's highly anticipated Fall Festival, officials are warning the public to stay alert for scams tied to the event. Reports have surfaced of fraudulent vendor spots, performer applications, and fake event passes being offered online or through unofficial sources. Here's what you need to know to stay protected. Applications for vendors and performers should only be downloaded from the Town of Pahrump's official Fall Festival website. pahrump.nv.gov/302/pahrump-fall-festival. All event-related communication should come solely from Courtney Kenny, the official event coordinator. Rodeo and carnival passes should be purchased at authorized local outlets listed on the Fall Festival website. Locals are advised to exercise caution when approached by third-party sellers not affiliated with the town or the festival team. Town officials urge residents and festival goers to share this alert widely and help safeguard the community from scammers trying to take advantage of the season's celebrations. Stay smart, stay safe, and let's keep the Fall Festival scam-free. The Fall Festival runs September 25th through the 28th.
Many of us, including myself, spend hours scrolling throughout social media every day. But have you stopped to think about how it can impact on your or my mental health?
Today's health report is brought to you by Desert View Hospital. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, Desert View Hospital is ready to help. We've been providing friendly and compassionate care to our neighbors since 2006, including emergency services available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit desertviewhospital.com to learn more. With limited exceptions, physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital.
It depends on the intent of the way you use social media. Studies have shown that it can decrease loneliness when you're using social media for its intended purpose, to follow other individuals in your life, to stay up to date, instead of using social media in lieu of in-person connection, validation, or seeking reward.
Dr. Albers says feeling like we belong is a basic need, and some people turn to social media as a way to fulfill it. Online groups allow us to find like-minded people who help us feel seen. For those who are geographically isolated, have a disability, or social anxiety, social platforms can be a lifeline to stay connected. But social media may also cause people to compare themselves to others, which can be dangerous because content is often polished and filtered. Dr. Albers says this can create unrealistic expectations and wear down self-esteem over time. In general, when it comes to mental health, she says social media is best in small doses.
According to studies, those who spend a significant amount of time online, above 2 hours each and every day, are at risk for anxiety and depression. When you spend a great deal of time online and that connection turns into competition or comparison, this is a significant trigger for mental health issues.
Well, from a teenage perspective, I don't think it affects me, but we will have more news on the other side of this break.
Attorney Jonathan Nelson, don't you want to tell everyone about your awards?
That's right, Rhonda. J.K. Nelson Law has received Best Attorney of Pahrump for 6 years in a row. We've also been recognized by Best of Las Vegas. So if you have a legal need, stop by one of our 3 locations in Pahrump, Summerlin, or Southwest Las Vegas. Give us a call, 727-9900. And remember, when you need a lawyer,
you need Nelson.
The Cars and Stripes event starts now at the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. What better way to celebrate America than having the biggest truck sale of the year? Loyal Chevy owners get a legendary half-ton Silverado Trail Boss for up to $9,000 off, or 0% APR financing on approved credit. Trade in your old car, truck, or SUV and get a sleek new Sierra Elevation 1500 for up to $11,000 off. How about the all-new 25 Chevy Equinox, now $1,750 off? We've got tons of cars, trucks, and SUVs from under $20,000. And we're so excited to celebrate the birthday of the USA and say, we love you, Pahrump. Visit PahrumpCars.com for details or stop by the Auto Plaza today.
Make your dream home a reality with SME Cabinetry. We consider every client's project a priority and customize plans and precision installations for cabinets, countertops, flooring, and more. Does your kitchen need a makeover? Mention this commercial and we'll throw in an undermounted stainless steel kitchen sink with any full kitchen order. We're located here in Pahrump at 51 Emery Street, and we're open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. Call us today at 775-247-7500 or visit us online at smecabinetry.com.
Mom's Diner, the heart of Pahrump, is open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Something fun is always happening here, from the arrival of classic antique cars to watching the diner enjoy a Momstrosity burger. The food is so good, you'll think they stole your mama. Mom's Diner is open daily from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 1242 East State Street, number 100. Dine in or take out. Call 775-751-9929.
Ace Country Radio. Reach a larger audience all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as far north as Fernley in Fallon, Nevada. Call 775-727-9400.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
And welcome back to News 25. Well, now here is Josh Osborne with Pahrump's own great computer deals to talk about how you can update your iPhone.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump's own great computer deals. It's time for another quick tutorial. You know, after owning this store and repair center for over 14 years, one of the things that I like the least is having to give customers bad news about data loss on their electronic device. And sometimes there's some really, really important stuff that gets lost. Pictures of loved ones, videos of special moments, business documents and customer lists that are just crucial that are gone forever. And the worst part is that was completely avoidable if they would have just backed up that information. And a lot of people, they don't really take that seriously until it's too late. I don't want you guys to be one of those customers. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to start a series of videos that talks about the proper way to back up your devices. And we're going to start with the Apple iPhone. If you are an Android user or a Windows PC user, fret not, we have more videos coming that will discuss those devices. But for today, we're talking about backing up your Apple iPhone. Let's talk about it right now. Number one thing to know is that your Apple iPhone has to be connected to Wi-Fi in order to do this. You can't do it through your data plan through your cell provider because there's a lot of information going back and forth. So make sure you are connected to Wi-Fi. And when you are, you want to click on Settings, which we all know what that is, right? The little silver icon with the cogwheel right on your home screen. You want to go ahead and click on that. When that comes up at the very top of your settings list, you're going to see your name and your Apple ID listed. Click on that. And underneath that, you're going to see something that says iCloud. This is what Apple has developed to make this whole process easy. Go ahead and click on that. And when you do, there's going to be a little toggle switch for on and off for iCloud backup. You need to make sure that is turned on. Otherwise, none of this process happens. So make sure your iCloud backup is turned on. And if you want, there's a little thing that says backup now. It's really that easy. You can click on it and it starts the entire process. If you don't want to back it up right now, you prefer to set up some sort of automated setup, there is something on there that says automatic backups where you can kind of fine tune that and adjust when that backup actually takes place. So that's how you get to it. If all these instructions are tough or you don't have your iPhone on you right now, you can always go back to your settings and in the search bar, just put in iCloud and you'll get right to this point right away. A couple things to note. Here's what iCloud actually backs up. Your photos and your videos, very important. Your contacts, your names and telephone numbers. All the messages, all your text messages through iMessage will be backed up. The app data for all the different apps you have installed on your device. All the settings and preferences that you've tweaked on your phone over the last couple of years to make it to your liking, that will be backed up. The home screen and app organization, the way you have your icons and apps laid out, will be backed up. And then also for you fitness nerds out there, all your health data from your gym memberships and the times you go walking and the miles that you cover, that's all backed up. And if you were an Apple Watch user, your Apple Watch will also be backed up in this process as well. Another thing to know, we'll leave it at this. iCloud and Apple will give you 5 gigs, count them, 5 gigs of storage space with iCloud for free. And that's great. That'll last you a while. But if you've had your phone for a little while, you're going to start getting these notifications that will say your backup was not completed because you ran out of disk space. Do not sit on these messages for months. Go ahead and purchase extra storage. The next step above the 5 gigs will be 50 gigs. And I'll be honest with you, it's very reasonably priced. Definitely pays for itself. So don't sit on those messages. Pay for that extra storage. Make sure your iCloud is backed up automatically. Do it today, not tomorrow. Something might happen in the meantime. It's happened to a lot of other people. Don't be the next one. Guys, we've got more videos coming. We're going to discuss Android backups coming up next. We'll catch you guys on the next quick tutorial.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, it's looking sunny out there and really not cool with the heat. Mikey will have your weather forecast coming up after this break.
Struggling with opioid or alcohol use in rural Nevada? West Care Nevada is here to help. Our rural opioid and alcohol recovery program, called ROAR, offers medication-assisted treatment and support services to help you take back control. Since 1973, we've helped people build healthier, brighter futures. Call 775-751-6990. Take the first step today.
Make this the summer event going on now at Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. Summer is here and the deals are heating up. At Saida Trudeau, we have the perfect vehicle at a great price just for you. Like an all-new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 with as much as $4,000 in rebates. Looking for more adventure? How about a brand new 2025 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon 4x4 at employee pricing? That's right, you pay what we pay. Plus, an extra $3,250 in rebates to save you even more. Maybe a brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie 4x4 Crew Cab is more your style. With rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months or employee pricing and an extra $3,000 in rebates. At Saida Trudeau, you're sure to find a great deal and great service all summer long. Come see us today and make this the summer event you'll never forget. Saida Trudeau, Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, your original hometown dealer.
Are you tired of dropped calls and high phone bills? Switch to Valley Communications Voice over Internet Protocol home phone services and experience crystal clear calls and great rates while using Valley Communications Internet services, which provides lightning fast internet. For the first 12 months, enjoy phone services starting at $19.95. It's an easy choice. Visit us today at valleycom.com to learn more. Valley Communications, local, affordable, reliable.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. I'm Mike Ruhan from the Channel 25 Weather Studios. Let's check out today's temperatures. 95 degrees in Fernley, 96 in Fallon. Carson City saw 90 degrees today, 89 in Tonopah. Goldfield, 90 degrees. Beatty saw 99. Amargosa and Las Vegas twinning at 105. Death Valley, way too hot, 115. But here in our beautiful paradise of Pahrump, our current temperature is 101. We hit 102 earlier, winds out of the south, 11 miles per hour, humidity 8%. The sun rose this morning at 5:48, and it's going to go away this evening, making all beautiful colors in the sky at 7:51. Humidity 13% tonight. Southeast winds out of 11 at 11 miles per hour. 72 degrees is our low tonight, and our 7-day forecast looks like this. We have an even 100 tomorrow, 101 on Thursday, 102 on Friday, 101 on Saturday and Sunday. Then we get a little bit of relief on Monday at 99 degrees. And on Tuesday, we wrap up the 7 days at 101. That's your weather forecast. Back to the desk. Here's Rory.
Thank you so much, Mikey. It is looking pretty hot out there. But that is going to wrap up this edition of News 25. My name is Rory Rosell. We will see you on the next newscast. Good night.
have Parkinson's or